So, very recently here on the channel, I went through every single one of the new Ninjago sets set for release in March of 2024, so in around a month or so, just under a month to be specific. So I went through and I essentially just reviewed every single set. It was completely at random. I had some photos saved of these sets on my phone, went through, shared some opinions on all of them, and that was really that. It was a very simple video, but today, while things are, once again, going to be kept very simple, today I want to go ahead and not review the new sets. I want to go ahead and actually rank every single one from worst to best. Now, I just want to clarify briefly here before we actually get started with the main ranking, that I just want all of you to keep in mind that I have tried my best to ignore the more exterior sides to these sets. For example, the prices. Stuff like that. I'm ranking them solely just based off of my own personal opinion and how I think these sets actually look. So again, any outside factors like however priced they are isn't going to be affecting this ranking in any way. I want to remain unbiased, but just keep in mind that if I was ranking these from more of a price perspective, then yeah, this ranking would probably look a lot different. So with that out of the way, let's just get started with this video. We've actually got quite a nice amount of sets to go ahead and rank, by the way. This is an exact perfect top 5 video. 5 new sets. Obviously, I'm ranking 5 of them. And unfortunately, one of them has to be in last place at the bottom. And in this particular instance, that is going to be Young Dragon Ryu. I'd just like to clarify that none of these sets, in my personal opinion, are actually really bad or anything like that, to be honest. I, for instance, really love this Young Dragon Ryu set for what it is. It's worth pointing out that it does retail for $15 to $20. I know I said I'm trying to remain unbiased, but I just want to throw that in there. But again, moving more so just onto the set itself, I think it is a really nice set, and it's cute, it's cool, it's a nice, I suppose, decent representation of Young Dragon Ryu. Sure, the head may look a bit ugly depending on who you ask, but again, in my personal opinion, you just can't go wrong with this set. It's really nice, but sadly, compared to some of the others on this list, it just doesn't hold up. It's also, lastly here, worth mentioning that the minifigure selection is solid for a set like this. You get Sora with her new, more show-accurate hairpiece, you get Aaron, and you get a wolf mask warrior to fight. So yeah, from every single angle, in my opinion, this is a solid set, but is it really great in comparison to the other sets of the wave? Well, unfortunately not, hence why it is here at number 5 on my list. As I said with number 5, I didn't hate that set or dislike it in any way. So of course, for the number 4 spot, this is not a set I dislike in any way, shape or form. This is Aaron's Ninja Off-Road Buggy car, that's what it's known officially as, and yeah, it's really awesome. It's worth noting that I am a big fan of buggy-style Ninjago sets, to the point where recently I actually made a whole tweet just talking about that because I'm a big fan of them. And what I mean by that specifically is the Rock Roader from the Day of the Departed wave. That was like 8 years ago now, but yeah, just to jog your memories, here it is up on screen now. Some of you guys may own this set, and me personally, I'm such a huge fan of it, and this Aaron buggy is giving me very big Rock Roader vibes. It's not as good as that one in my opinion, but this one is still very nice, and it's been a very long while since we last had a good, decently sized buggy, so I'm a big fan of this one. In the set, we are going to be getting Baby Ryu, Aaron, Cole, a mask warrior, and Cinder, so in terms of minifigures, it's actually really generous for a set like this. All things considered, yeah, I think this is a really great set. It looks very fun, and yeah, I'm just a big fan of it. Nothing more to be said. Entering top 3 territory then, we have Kai's Ninja Climber Mech, and when we first got leaked images for this set, which by the way was actually quite a while ago, I remember this set ended up leaking quite a long time before all of the others on this list. When this set was first leaked, I just knew we were in for something special, or at least I knew I was in for something special, because to be honest, over time, this set has just had mixed thoughts on it. Ever since it was first leaked, this set has had a very split opinion on it, I'll say that. Some people like it, like me, other people aren't the biggest fan of it. I will say that it's a bit weird we're getting another Kai mech, considering we just got one in the January wave, and also considering both of them are quite similar. I don't know, it's a bit strange that we're getting that. But still, just from a perspective of just ignoring any exterior factors, again, as I said in the intro, just looking at this set, yeah, it's really nice. I like the theme it's got going on with the whole climbing thing going on. You can see there are some extra arm type things towards the back of it at the top there that are probably going to be used to, well, probably climb mountains and stuff like that. So overall, I think this set is a really nice one. In terms of minifigures, again, we're getting Climber Kai, Jay, Wildfire, and Jordana. So once again, this is really not a stingy set in the minifigure department, all things considered, and just looking at it from every angle. In my opinion, this one is very, very solid and is definitely worthy of that top 3 position. So to be honest with all of you, when I was actually trying to rank these sets for today's video, I was having a little bit of a hard time deciding between the number 2 and the number 1 spot, and I think I've come to the conclusion that I do like them fairly equally. There's not one I necessarily love a lot more than the other, if that makes any sense. It's not like it's a very clear cut between the two. I like both for very different reasons, and they both represent the good and the evil of the season. But no, in number 2 is going to be the Dragonstone Shrine, and the reason, I guess, the main deciding factor there was just the fact that I think it's a bit too small for the price, and I know I said I wasn't going to be judging these sets based off of exterior factors, but still, it's just a bit too small in my opinion, and price point aside, it's still just a bit too small in my opinion for what it's trying to represent. But with that being said, I am such a massive fan of this one, and this is clearly more of like a good guy set, I suppose you could call it. At least that's the vibe I'm getting so far based off of these images. In terms of the story, who knows, maybe I'm completely wrong and it's going to be the opposite. But in terms of the actual structure of the set, it's a really nice statue of a dragon. It's just really, really cool. You get lots of rock builds in this set. It's almost like the Oni Titan, where you've got some of the green, I guess, overgrown moss all over the rock. You've obviously got the water spewing out of the dragon actual mouth there, and I think it creates a really nice effect. Once again, taking a look at minifigures, you get Master Lloyd, Nia, Kai, Master Wu, Euphrasia, and Lord Raz. So once again, definitely not a stingy set in terms of the minifigures. In fact, it's quite the opposite. It's really generous. But yeah, all things considered, this set is great, and this is one that I think would absolutely look incredible on a shelf, just on display. From more of a play set perspective, I don't think that this set is necessarily the best, but again, if you're just looking to display this set, I think you're going to have a great time with it, and we haven't even had any reviews come out of this set, so I can only imagine how insane it's going to look once we do actually get more in-hand images come out. But yeah, with that being said, that is the number 2 spot. Now for the number 1's position. A lot of you probably guessed it before even clicking on today's video, but yes, the number 1 spot is pretty predictable. It is the Wolf Mask Shadow Dojo, and this one is just great. It is technically a Chima set because it is taking place in the wilderness, in that forest of spirits, I believe it was called actually, in the clip with Lord Raz that LEGO recently posted onto their YouTube channel. This set is absolutely incredible in my opinion. Sure, it is a little bit flat, but with that being said, it's not actually as flat as some people are making it out to be. If you want to go ahead and turn this thing around, there is actually a fair bit of depth to it. Now, is it the most detailed thing around the back? Well, no, of course not, but there is definitely a substantial enough place to actually go ahead and place some minifigures, in my opinion. It's everything I'd want personally in a set like this. The detail on it is really, really great. I love the menacing wolf head up at the front there. You've got the gong underneath and this funny cream and pinky purpley floor tile type thing up at the front. But then completely going up to the top of the thing, so complete opposites there, you've got the blood moon up top, which I think looks incredible. Easily one of my favourite parts about the whole set. And you've got my favourite colour scheme going on. You've got some blacks, some dark blues, some pinky purples going on. It just looks great, and I think that this is a great colour scheme for Ninjago. Definitely nothing we've ever really seen before. So yeah, I think this set definitely does earn the number 1 title. The Dragonstone Shrine is still a great set, but I think this one may just have the edge over it. Maybe. Although both are still fairly equal in my eyes. So, with all of that being said, everybody, that is going to conclude things for my ranking here. Not the longest video here, but we don't really have too many sets to go ahead and rank, but still, I think that this one was detailed enough, and I think that I did explain my reasonings and thoughts on why I ranked these sets the way I did quite well. So with all of this being said, that is going to wrap things up here. Before heading out, please do consider to leave any of your own thoughts on this down below. Maybe drop your own ranking of these sets in the comments. I would love to go ahead and read those. As always though, if you did make it to this point in today's video and did enjoy it, please do feel free to leave a like on it, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and once again consider leaving a comment, and I will be sure to catch you all soon for a new video. So take it easy everybody, and goodbye.